Hey guys, my name is Robert Strada. Today I'm going to show you my perspective on 15 sales tips that you've never heard of. So, a little bit about me. I've worked for Cardone's elite sales team, been mentored by them. We invented and also found a lot of these from there. We made over 300,000 cold calls, me personally, taking God knows how many demos. I was active duty military, running my own business, doing demos, selling, cold calling. I've bought God knows how many $10,000 sales programs. I've done door-to-door, roofing, solar. I've been shot at 9 times while I was doing solar, and that's a great story. And so along the way, I have some sales tips that you guys may have not heard of. I'm gonna go from simple to advanced. So we're gonna go to stuff you can immediately implement to stuff that's a little bit more advanced, and we gotta work our way up to it, or it's for higher intent, higher profile clientele. So number one is gonna be FaceTime, okay? Hey homie, what's up, man? I'm all up in your face. If I'm calling them on the CRM, I'm calling them on my work phone, I simply say, hey, I just texted you, because there's another video, which you should watch, I'll link up there, which is why it is important to text them while you're on the call. It takes 5 to 12 touch points to close 80% of deals. So if I text him, I can see whether or not it came up blue. If it came up blue, the word track is, hey, I just saw that your text came up blue, so I'm gonna assume you're an Apple, right? Yeah, I am. Perfect, man. Do you see that FaceTime coming through? Yo, what's up, big dog? Pick up, man. Pick up. And if he doesn't, by the way, I also have a video on how to do FaceTimes. So you should watch that to get the word track. But to give you a spoiler, if he objects, you're looping back into the pain. Hey, how important is it to you solve this problem? All I want to do is prove I'm a real human being. Put a face. I want to put a face to the name, man. Put a face to the name. Okay. Keyboard shortcuts. I'm about to blow your mind. Yeah. This is going to save you so much time. Apple users, Droid users, you guys can just, Spartan kick you into the hole from the movie 300, okay? But keyboard shortcuts for Apple will save you so much time. Listen to me, you take any paragraph, any text, and you can go into your phone and you can make it so you type in 1, 2, or 3 letters, and then it generates an entire paragraph that you pre-saved along with a photo, okay? So that will save you an astronomical amount of time. I literally, if I'm doing follow-up with somebody, I use Apple, their send later feature, so I could send someone a text in 5 days from now. I don't need to remember to text them. I don't need to remember to text. Apple did it. And I just go and type in, let's say I saved the keyboard shortcut. Again, we're gonna drone on about this because this is saved. This has saved a lot of my life, a lot of time. So you're gonna wanna spend an extra 2 seconds watching this, okay? I'll put in all my follow-ups. I'll type a follow-up 1, FU1, FU2, FU3. Schedule it tomorrow, 2 days from now, 3 days from now. If he responds, I look into the phone and I simply cancel out the text because my follow-up worked. And I call him, speed to lead, okay? So keyboard shortcuts will save your life. Number 3, price before the demo. I want to get him price as fast as, if a new lead comes in, bro, I don't think any offer should not have the price on the website. That's just me personally. I want to drop the price on the call early, as soon as possible. If I'm setting up a demo for myself and I'm calling the guy for the initial offer, I want to drop price by the end of that first call. Hey dude, listen, at the end of the day, I'm on step 20 right now. We're on step 1 to see if this is even a good fit. But listen, are you okay if I just am very frank about finances? Yeah, 100%. Okay, listen, like at the end of the day, working with us is as low as $8,000. We obviously have payment plans, and price is only an issue in the face of value. But I just want to be crystal clear. Do you have $8,000 that's not dedicated to food, water, and absolute essentials? No, I don't. Again, I completely understand. We'll work something out. I don't want to. I hate that tactic where on the end of a demo, we get you another call, wait 30 minutes, and then we drop price. I hope you appreciate my honesty and transparency. Yeah, I do. Okay, got it. Again, that's not the exact word track, but I like to drop price before I get on a demo with them. Number 4, voice notes. Why am I even telling you about that? Look, it's a pattern interrupt. It's a differentiate. People don't do this stuff. Creativity follows commitment. I should write it up there, but you need to remember that this is about commitment and my creativity, and the people who have helped me discover their creativity comes from being committed. So I'll leave the dude voice notes randomly, like I'll send him a selfie video. Yo, what's up, dude? I'm at Six Flags. I was thinking about you. It's Christmas Day. I'm opening up a present, and I was thinking about your face. You, okay? Hey man, I'm at church right now. Say hi to the squad. What up, dude? That used to be an SOP at Cardone Ventures. Every morning we would be in a room, and there would be the entire sales team of 15 people, and all we would do is we'd walk up to the front of the room, and all of our follow-up deals, we'd say, hey Jericho, this is Robert with Cardone Ventures. Just want to let you know, we cannot wait to get you out to the event, but when you go out to the event, you're not just getting me, you're getting the whole squad. And everybody blows up, and they start chanting his name, Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. And that was an SOP. Now it's because we were creative and being committed. And he's like, dude, I have never seen anything like, people put that on their Instagram stories and their Facebook feeds, okay? Because of how creative it is. You're pattern interrupting. You're a differentiator, okay? Number 5, at the beginning of a demo, no maybe baby. No maybe baby. Look, bro, you're gonna give me a yes or no by the end of this call, big dog. So what I'll say is, and the word track will be, hey, listen, at the end of the day, I told you the price on the other call here. You already know what it is. The reason why we're on the call is just to go over your goals, see if it's a good fit. All I ask is that at the end of this, just give me a yes or a no. I don't, what I don't like to have happen is to end up, and think about it land. Like, hey, dude, listen, I love the offer. It's so amazing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 backflips, talk to the tooth fairy, sleep on it, pray about it, talk to my dog about it, give my cat's opinion, and then I'll get back to you. Stupid. Like, I don't want that to happen. Obviously, don't say anything that wild in a call. Please, dear God, like, make it simple. I'm just being funny for dramatic effect. But you want to say, hey, look, at the end of the day, I just want a yes or a no. I don't want you to say I think about it. You already know the price, or you don't need to say that if he doesn't know the price. But do I have your commitment? Are you completely, entirely opposed to letting me know yes or no? Because listen, I hate that to do that follow-up thing. And this is if he gives me an objection, I want to handle it right there. Alex Hormozi talks about pre-objection handling, which means I don't want the objections at the end of the call. I want the objections right now. Right now. I want to handle them right here, right now, baby. What are your objections? Let's just get them. Sooner they come my way, sooner I can conquer them. And that's a lot of people's limiting belief. They're like, well, I don't want him to give. What if he gives me an objection? Will you handle it? Because that objection is a ticking time bomb that was going to come up later anyway. So now you can handle it now, okay? So, okay, great. Well, I don't make, decisions on the first call. Completely understand. Listen, at the end of the day, what I really don't like is to have to follow up and I call you at a random time and we piss each other. I piss you off. So all I'm asking is, if this makes sense, you will have all the information. Can you just let me know if it's a yes or no by the end without saying anything about it? Yes. Okay. So number 6, how to get away with murder. Okay, I'm gonna teach you how to get away with murder today, baby. And that is, hey man, I'm just a coach. Okay, hey man, like if you're gonna call someone a P word or like a little B word, all you gotta do is say, hey man, can I coach you for a minute? Can I be a coach to you? Can I speak to you the same way that I would speak to my own brother, my family? Hey dude, listen, can I just give you some constructive feedback? Can I have a coaching moment? Listen, insert owner's name. Listen, John dispenses us into owners' businesses to be like coaches. And that's what we do, is we coach guys like you, okay? And at the end of me just basically roasting the ever-loving poop out of them, what I'll do is like, hey, I hope you appreciate the honesty. I hope you appreciate the transparency. Again, I'm only saying this because I wish that someone spoke to me like this if I was on the other side of this phone. And it doesn't matter if I literally just shit on him so hard. Be like, yeah, dude, I do appreciate the transparency, man. Thank you so much. Like, and I am, I'm helping them out, breaking a limiting belief. They have a limiting belief and I'm breaking it. That's the reason why I'm using the line. Number 7 is going to be emails. You want to screenshot them, edit them in Canva, save them, favorite them, and text them. What am I telling you to do if I were to simplify number 7? Look, text them the email. Text them the email, okay? It's gonna stop the objection of like, you can still email it to them, and you still should, because again, 5 to 12 touch points is 80% of closes, so I'm still gonna email at them. But in case of the guy's like, hey dude, I can't access my email, even though he has the app open on his phone, and you're trying to prevent the chicken exit, it's like, okay dude, hey, actually, guess what? That email we were talking about, throw me on speaker, big boy. It's right there. It's right in front of your face. So like, I will take a screenshot of the email. I will favorite it, so that way it is top of my phone, so I can send it real quick, and I'll just send it, right? Number 8 is going to be in person, never forget me SOP. So, okay, like, I'm trying to think of how to explain this. So Grant Cardone teaches us that if you want to get somebody's phone number, you need an excuse to do it. So what I'll do is, like, I'm not asking them, hey dude, we're gonna take a selfie together. Cheese, boop, it's on my phone, and guess what? Hey, give me your phone number so I can text it over to you. And then while I'm sending that to him, it's like, let me text you over my name, let me text you over this. Actually, you know what? Let me give me your phone for a second, and then I'll make the photo his profile picture of me in his contact, and I'll even like literally title my name. Like, my name is not in his phone yet. Okay, now he has a profile picture of me. He has my name in his phone saved, and then he also has the text in front of them, and I have him texting me back as well. So like, that's like the never forget me SOP. Maybe I shouldn't tell you this, but it's like I do this for dating as well. Like, if I meet a girl, I'll kind of I'll propose it like an idea. I'm not as abrasive in business when I am in dating, but the tactics kind of like are this similar. So it's like, hey, like, I got an idea. Look, you're very beautiful. You're a very nice person. I love your personality. You got a cool vibe. You're probably gonna forget me with all the guys you're getting hit on. So look, like, this is gonna be crazy. Can I propose a crazy idea? Okay, check us out. Okay, I'm gonna do a selfie. All right, I know. Boop. Okay, here, I'm gonna text it over to you. And like, while I'm in front of her, I'm texting her the photo, I'm texting her my name, and then like, you check this out. You know, actually, give me your phone. Look at this. Okay, Robert Strada parentheses future BF. Here, look at this. Boop. I'm even gonna save I'm looking at the camera pretending it's the girl. Look at this. I'm even gonna save it as our profile picture, so you see that every time I text you, future boyfriend, she'll get a chuckle out of it, dude. Like, you know, actually, now I'm remembering it. You got Instagram, I'm guessing, right? You're a millennial. You're a Gen Z, okay? Like, every single Gen Z has a Instagram. Yeah, I do. Okay, dude. Here, look. I'll add you before I forget. Put it in, okay? Let me see. Hey, it's Rob, and I texted her on Instagram, and I texted her on her phone while I'm in front of her. I'm not waiting until I leave to text her, and now my whole contact is saved. And I was smooth about it. I was laughing, I'm chuckling, I'm being a human being, I'm charming. So like, I could get away with that, right? Most of y'all probably couldn't get away with that. Like, I can get away with it. Number 9, hand off your headset. Everybody is your manager. So, dude, like, I went over this in another video, but everybody is a manager. If you have a call and the call is going nowhere, and the guy's giving you like the same objection 4 times in a row, and you're like, hey dude, what's your real concern? Well, it's just this. Sir, we already talked about that. I already solved your objection. Why do you keep bringing that up? You got to give someone else the headset, okay? Because he's not going to give you, there's a black swan, to quote Chris Voss, and you got to give it to a new voice. I'll give it to my brother. I'll give it to my boy. I'll give it to another salesman on the floor. Hey, talk to my manager. It's not my manager, but guess who he is right now when he has that headset on him? He's my manager. Hey, dude, it seems like Robert's really passionate. It's really good to talk to you. I just want to be like a fresh voice of reason. So what's kind of like your biggest, and he'll like dive right back into the script. What's the biggest problem we could help you out with? What's your goal? And he'll go right back to the close. Sometimes they'll just go right into the close. Sometimes they'll do a whole discovery again and then go back into the close. But you need a new voice, okay? Well, hand someone else the heads. I'm telling you, 50% of something is better than 100% of nothing. And this is the one of the biggest tactics that got us to do one call closes. I made a video on one call closes. You should check it out. So this is one of the number one thing we would use. Like, look, the manager's on the phone. What can the manager do? Hey, look, I'm the manager here. If you can do this now, because it sounds like you want to do this and we can help you, I'm going to give you X, Y, and Z just for you committing right here, right now, today. Number 10, walk into the business local to you and pitch the owner. Shout out to David. David, I don't know if he would want me to say his last name. He would probably want me to do it, but I'm not going to do it. This dude had the biggest pair on him ever. And we have sold. Whenever we were like, dude, we need to get a little bit more money. What are we doing at the end of the day? We would buy food at local restaurants and we just be like, who's the owner here? And we just pitch the owner, and we've sold the owners tickets, and we've sold local. We just like, hey, we're gonna walk into a gym. Where's your owner? Woo! And then we would just sell them a ticket. Do you know who Grant Cardone is, sir? Sure do. Guess what, man? We're having an event. You're coming. What? You know? So, like, I've done that, and we've sold these people $500 tickets, $2,000 tickets, $40,000 tickets. Okay, like multiple people, huge business relationships have been started from pitching a local business owner, walking in. You know, it's more relational. You can use all of your skills. Number 11, offer to go to church, bar, football game with a buddy, etc., etc. Look, if it's going nowhere, it's like, dude, hey, look, I don't think we're really getting anywhere here, but look, you seem like a really good guy. You're local. What I'm gonna propose is, like, let's just go grab a cup of coffee. I go to church every Sunday. All right, I'm gonna go to this church. Come with me. Let's go, like, break bread together, and then, you know, we'll just take our mind off of business. Okay, hey, look, I'm actually gonna go to the football game. All right, it's the Cowboys versus the Seahawks. So the Cowboys, they're gonna absolutely dominate the Seahawks. Hope you're with me since you're in the same state. Oh, you want the Seahawks? Oh, dude, $20 is all in my pocket already, man. You ready to put $20 on the line when we go to this football game, dude? Okay, you can like meet people in person. You kill two birds with one stone. You're gonna spend time with God anyway. You're gonna spend time at the bar anyway. You're gonna go to the football game anyway. Invite them, dude. Invite them. That might be a future person that not only you're doing business with, but you gotta think about the bigger picture. They could refer you to somebody. This is the coolest dude ever. He knows all of his stuff about football. He's a godly man, okay? He like could outdrink anybody, I don't know, like, but it's a really cool little personal touch. And I mean, dude, me and David did this too. We went to a casino with a dude once. I can't remember, Talking Stick Casino in Scottsdale, Arizona. We like met a dude there and just like we're gambling with him. Like, you know, and we got his business. So it was worth it. Number 12, happy birthday. This was taught to me by Grant Cardone, okay? So maybe you heard of it before, but at the end of the day, what it is you text somebody happy birthday when it's not their birthday. Hey dude, happy birthday. It's not my birthday. Really? I would have swore it is, dude. Hey man, well, you know, since I got you over text, what happened to that deal we were working on, man? That's crazy. That's crazy. What happened to that deal? Remember that thing we were gonna do where you were gonna give me your credit card and I was gonna swipe it and I was gonna get a commission and you were gonna get the product. What happened with that, man? What happened? Okay, you could bring it up again. Simple. Okay, and another rule Grant Cardone taught us was that if you're gonna do something to one person, that you never do something to just one person. If you're gonna send a follow-up, you need to send it to 5 people. If you're gonna call someone, you need to call 5 or 10 people. You never do any of that. Never sit down and do an activity for just one person. It's a volume game. 10x action. Okay. Number 13 is send them a book. Okay, this was actually the next 2 things were taught to me by Patric by David. I feel like I should put a link to his book because he's just taught me so much. I don't know if it was in his book though, but it was definitely in his videos. But Patric but David had a very high-profile client that he really, really wanted, and so what he did was he bought him a bookshelf. Okay, sent it to them, and he sent him a book every day. Bought him a book. and it was filling up the shelf. Okay, just keeps buying them books until the person eventually stopped him and is like, dude, homie, you need to stop sending me books. You can get my business. All right. And so that was actually a really unique tactic. And I was like, holy guacamole, that creativity is insane. Number two was another thing Patric Bet-David did, was he stood outside. I believe it was when he was trying to get his life insurance license, and something was going on, and they were saying it was going to take him a whole nother year or two, or it was going to be impossible to do it. And so the lady that was in charge of that, who said it is 100% impossible, not going to happen, there's so many people ahead of you, Patric Bet-David set up a booth in front of the office, and he had a table and donuts and coffee and flowers, and he'd give everybody that was walking into that office building some donuts and some coffee, and he would say, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you take these flowers and give them to this lady, this owner, right there? And everybody said, okay, yeah, no problem. And then they took the flowers and gave it to her. And then when her office was nice and full, guess who she was contacting? Hey, homie, you kind of gave me a lot of flowers here. And eventually it worked. I don't know the end of the story of exactly text verbatim, email verbatim, call verbatim, what happened. But I know that Patric Bet-David is a 100 millionaire, if not a billionaire, because of that move right there. So yeah, I would take that into consideration. Number 15 is, if they don't answer you, you're gonna crash into their house. No, I'm kidding. You're gonna crash the party. Look, people put what they're up to on LinkedIn or on social media. To be a professional at follow-up is to be a professional stalker. Okay, you gotta be really good at stalking people on their social media. What's up, homie? Where you going to? You going to the Cowboy game? Guess where I'm gonna be? I'll be in the exact same seat right next to you. What are the chances, man? I didn't know you were gonna sit in seat Echo Charlie 12. I'm Echo Charlie 11, dude. No, but like, maybe he's going to a charity event. He's like, I'm not gonna do business with you. When I show up to a St. Jude's charity event with him and I'm giving to St. Jude's, he's gonna be like, wow, that guy has similar values to me, and he's going to this event that I care about a lot as well. He's similar to me. We do business with people we're similar to. So like, what do you think is gonna happen? I'm gonna get business. Okay. So if you got the effect of that little man right there with the wow and the money symbols over his head, please click on the next video. I'm making a whole series. I appreciate you guys so much. Please subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you to my mentors for teaching me this all, by the way, but leave a comment. I will help you out with anything you need, guys. I got your back.